In the beginning, when the heavens were filled with light and glory, there was peace among the angels. But that peace was shattered when pride entered the heart of one, Lucifer, the most radiant of all. He desired to be greater than God, to rule the heavens, to be worshipped instead of serving. The skies trembled as his pride turned to rebellion, and darkness spread where once there had been only light. But from the ranks of the faithful, one voice rose strong and fearless. It was the voice of an archangel, Michael. His name itself was a challenge to evil. Who is like God? Those words became the cry that echoed across eternity. Michael, shining with divine fire, unsheathed his sword, not for power, but for truth, not for glory, but for God. In that moment, a great war erupted in heaven. Light clashed with darkness, and the sound of battle shook creation. The loyal angels followed Saint Michael, and the heavens blazed with their courage. With the power of God behind him, Michael confronted Lucifer, whose beauty had turned to hatred, whose wings of light had become the shadow of pride. Michael's voice thundered, "No one is like God. No one will take his throne." Then, with a single strike of divine might, Saint Michael cast Lucifer down from heaven, along with all his fallen followers. The dragon was defeated, peace returned to heaven, and Michael was crowned the defender of the faithful, the prince of the heavenly host, and the guardian of God's people. But the battle was not over. Though Satan was cast out, his spirit of rebellion still roams the earth, whispering lies, spreading fear, and trying to turn hearts away from God. That's why Saint Michael's mission continues today. Every time you feel surrounded by darkness, every time evil seems too strong, Saint Michael stands beside you, unseen but powerful, fighting for your soul. He is the angel who defends you when fear creeps in. He is the warrior who shields your home, your family, and your faith. That is why Catholics and believers around the world pray, Saint Michael the Archangel, defend us in battle. Be our protection against the wickedness and snares of the devil. This is not just a prayer, it's a call for courage. Saint Michael reminds us that faith is not weakness, it is strength. That even when evil seems to rise, light will always conquer. He is a reminder that we are never alone in our struggles. Heaven fights with us. So if you ever feel like giving up, if life feels like a battle you can't win, remember Saint Michael's cry. Who is like God? Speak it over your fears. Speak it over your doubts. Speak it until light breaks through your darkness. Because the same God who empowered Michael still fights for you today. Saint Michael's story is more than history. It's a promise. Evil will fall. Truth will rise. And those who stand with God will always have victory. If this story touched your heart or reminded you that you are never fighting alone, don't keep it to yourself. Help spread the light. Like, share, and subscribe to support and help others discover the power of faith through the stories of the saints. Every time you share a saint story, you help someone find hope. You remind them that heaven still fights for them. And as you go, may the protection of Saint Michael surround you always, in your home, in your mind, and in your spirit.